Give it to her for the Batman.
Run around now. What?
Kira Nuts was,
What? I hear you saying that thing.
she was good for one night.
Hello, everybody.
Did you hear me?
What do you say with that? Hello.
Because then it's a bit of a chain reaction
hole
and
in the
causes
wall
you
or
to
a
say
broken
hello
window.
like that.
Check around back.
It reminds me of Grandma when she sees Marlon and says,
Can I get a Hoya?
Oh yeah.
Wait, what'd you say, Matt?
I said, it just it sounds like, it reminds me of Grandma when she sees Marlon and says, hey, Baloo. Hey, Baloo.
That's so true. Maloo.
Where am I supposed to go? So, I've been anticipating talking to you in person about this, Matt. Don't worry, we won't necessarily spoil anything. But I just want your opinion on all these people getting upset about.
This whole week I've been trying to understand why people are crying about this stuff. I feel like a lot of them are sheeps.
Sheeps.
You know, the internet is an echo chamber. Okay.
I feel like
Some of these people are Xbox.
Fisherman with a grudge and a hook for a hand?
Did you say Xbox?
Hey, where's that locked door?
Xbox, yeah, that's what I like to call them. Xbox. Just trying to throw some shade at us. Because they have no games to play.
Jeff, you there? I'm doing
You
my
know, if
best
they had
to
a
refrain from
PC,
knock-knock jokes.
they would be able to play Gears Tactics. Did you know that, Nick? They came out with the
Yeah, got
new
it.
Gears game. It's a spin-off called Gears Tactics.
Smart, but
Oh yeah.
I
And
don't
it's
have anything that packs
exclusive to
enough current.
PC.
Stun gun, genius.
It's exclusive to PC.
Oh dang it! You saw me. I was reloading.
Wait, what's
Crap.
exclusive to PC?
Gears Tactics. It's practically Gears of War, but it plays like XCOM.
Got some over here. Dude, why am I?
But all the people who did play The Last of Us
no,
1
no.
and really liked it, people be overreactional and crying.
Web for the win.
And they just sound like a bunch of man babies.
Because
Is
they
that what
are.
majority of them are? Especially, no offense, but
Sounds
Xbox
like you could
players.
teach me a few things.
Yeah. Well, Xbox players don't care about The Last of Us.
Xbox
play the
players,
first
they're those like little 12-year-olds that like to say the N-word.
Looking for something specific?
Whoa, whoa.
I mean, they're at the bottom end of gaming. Okay, I mean, they're getting whooped by
Guys love
Nintendo.
their hidden rooms.
What makes you say that?
Check it out.
I respect the fact
Because
that you're not
Nintendo
allowed
has
to-
exclusives.
I got a hidden
Good exclusives. Xbox doesn't. Sea of Thieves was trash.
Let's see if my mask
Bleeding
lenses
Edge
can
is
pick up
trash.
Has Xbox ever had a good exclusive though?
I don't even know. I mean,
The
Gears
last
5.
The
was a
last
little-
good exclusive I remember is what do you call it, Halo.
No, the last Halo game they made was bad.
Gears of War? Not even Gears of War.
Halo Reach was actually pretty
the
good
hell?
though.
Yeah, but I'm talking about Halo 5. I think it was.
Halo 5. I don't
That
know
was. I heard that was not good. A lot of hardcore Halo fans did not like Halo 5.
So you're saying
They don't even like
the Mighty sucks, Jesse?
a lot of people hate Halo now because ever
I
since
would have found it without you.
343 Industries took over Halo.
You got a big fat nut.
Yeah, because Bungie used to make Halo. Now they make that garbage Destiny game.
You
Money,
can hide the doors,
money.
not the
But
screens.
Bungie's what made the classic Halos. Halo 3, Halo 2, Halo 1, Halo Reach, Halo ODST.
Yo,
Halo, Halo. Halo. But that's the
Yes,
Last of Us 2. You know,
Really quick, to answer your question,
Take another look around.
Christian, I tell Mike all the time that he needs to get a PlayStation at least, if not a PC, which we've been talking about getting, which I mentioned to you guys about starting to PC game, building a computer. But as you were saying about Last of Us,
Plays on public, right?
yes.
I got switch controllers. Mine's low.
You know you don't have to turn off any exit out or log out of your profile. You know that, right?
I thought I did.
No, just take your control over there and then just sign in with. Oh my god.
Gotta check all the walls and floors for scrapes.
No, I'm still gonna do it.
Pay dirt. Scrape, no door. None I can see anyway.
Just when Christian gets out, you're gonna switch it to private.
Is he gone?
but
Sit tight. I'll pull you
Christian,
up.
shut up. Oh,
You think they're what?
freaking talk. I think people are mad about The Last of Us 2 is because people who play the first one had like an emotional connection to the characters. I mean, everybody did. Even myself
I'm
did.
on it.
They had an emotional characters.
Second floor,
I'm sorry,
rusty
emotional
machine
connection
parts,
to them.
Big honkin' rats.
And so, when people saw
Careful, the bridge is
what they
out.
saw,
I got this one.
you know, people expect that those characters deserve special treatment.
Nice. Stuck the
I think that's
landing
what
and
people want. They want special
All
treatment.
soda eaters.
Fair enough.
It's just weird to me.
I'll rig the lock.
But like,
Oh,
here's the
good.
thing, right?
Yep, on it.
Well, when I heard about The Last of Us 2, before Last of Us 2 was even announced, when there was just rumors about it, the big conversation about it was going to be who are going to be the characters.
He's my great white
Are
whale.
they going to have a different set of characters? Are they going to Joel and Ellie again? Or is it going to be a prequel with just Joel or
Found
Ellie?
one.
That was the big talk. Nobody was sure
Nailed
what
it.
Naughty Dog was going to do because The Last of Us 1 ended on a high note. It was perfect. I mean, Joel and Ellie had an arc. They had a journey,
Check this out.
and they were able to complete
Nothing.
that journey.
I'm starting to feel like this is Fisk's way of messing with me.
Look at
Even
the
though it
walls.
didn't work out the way they wanted it to, but they were able to finish that journey,
Gotta be a passageway to this.
and it just ended perfectly.
This might control access to another
A
area.
lot of people will argue
Man,
that
we're
the
talking
game
about a vault.
is
We're
too
close.
good to have a
Bet
sequel,
on it. Looks like a dual circuit.
which is
See if we
agreeable.
find a
I can
second
understand
door.
that.
Getting the story that we want, and we it's just
But
ruined.
like,
I know the
those
whole
characters
story now.
had an arc. Alright? It was a complete story, the first one.
Follow the conduits. They should lead
So-
you in the right direction.
When Last of Us 2 was announced, I including everyone else, or I thought everyone else, yeah, I didn't know what they were gonna do.
Found it.
Especially knowing that Joel and Ellie were gonna be in there. I didn't know what Naughty Dog was gonna do. I didn't know what they could do with the story.
You were right, Jeff.
I mean,
Trapdoor.
I was open
Outstanding.
to whatever Naughty Dog wants to do.
So let me
You
ask
know,
you, with the story looking the way that it is now,
One.
are you happy
2.
or satisfied?
But
I should say.
I'll get there in a second. But
Well,
I'm open to whatever
now.
Naughty Dog
Probably
wants
no
to do
bootlegger's tunnel.
with the story.
And it looks like no one's cleaned
Because-
it since Al Capone.
You see, like I didn't go into The Last of Us 2 with
Big chunk of
with
concrete
weird
in
guidelines or rules or
Gotta get through.
expectations of what Naughty
me
Dog
see how it
used to
looks from
do.
the
I
top.
never said, oh, The Last of Us 2 should focus on this instead of that. They should do this with the characters, and then they should explore that. Or they should, I never had any expectations.
Got room to maneuver
I mean,
here.
I
Hang
was-
on.
I'm blocked.
Going into the game
Anything you can
with
do?
an open
What's
mind.
that?
I knew it was gonna finish. It's only a matter of time.
Okay, that definitely wasn't a subway.
Like, it's not like the last two is an it's not like this new Batman movie, right? Where, you know, with this new Batman movie that's coming out, everybody has their own kind of expectations of what they want to see.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah, it's not like that for me with The Last of Us.
Yeah.
It's the second
I'm
installment
making
of the
this
game.
guy pink.
Must be a back door.
Hey,
See if you
really
can find
quick, just because you're kind of,
This place is one hell of a
like there's echo on my end and there's some. What's your setting at?
They didn't want the
I
non-lethal
don't
stuff.
know.
They
Your
passed up
mic
smoke
level
grenades,
or your sensitivity?
flashbangs.
Is it high? Because like it sounds like there's
Let me
echo
see.
and it's cutting out. I understand what you're saying. It's just
Got empty
there's
crates
like
here.
moments where
And it looks like they took the ones they didn't clean out.
Oh, is it better?
that's perfect.
I
Smash
think it's
and
because
grab.
I'm walking
They were moving
around.
fast.
Oh,
Lay back in my bed. But
so as you were saying,
but the only
There's
thing
a
I was
fenced-off
afraid
room
of
here
with
they
this
didn't
new
bother
Last of Us
so
game
much effort to break in. You can
was that
mesh over this gun.
it was going to be the same story as the first one. It was going to follow the same formula, the same
Here,
structure,
They blew the locks to get in.
kind of like Avengers: Age of Ultron. Avengers: Age of Ultron is the same movie as Avengers 1. It's the same movie with more characters and a different paint job.
see, and I think that's what made, well, on the subject of Avengers, I think that's what made, you know, the last two, meaning Infinity War and Endgame, so good is because they didn't stick to the whole, you know,
They broke the formula.
Find cover.
yeah.
Because that was one of the biggest complaints when Marvel movies came with Phase 1. That it had like the same formula. Every one of those movies had a giant blue laser shooting down the sky. And a villain with gray armor, all that stuff.
Oh, I didn't.
But apparently when I'm watching all these people cry, it sounds like they want the same story.
Yeah.
They just want
Well,
the
I
same
think they all
thing.
want
I'm a little
a
impressed.
happy ending for.
I mean, they think some fairy tale world.
I'm be back real quick.
Honestly,
Thanks, I needed that.
when I saw those leaks, I was more interested. I'm more interested than I ever was, honestly, because the story seems more ambitious than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
I mean, Naughty Dogs take risks with this one. Now it could
Got
suck.
friends too.
It could, like, the controversial of the story. You know, it does rub me the wrong way, and it doesn't sound right. And I'm not sure if I would like it, and it's only because of what happens prior to that stuff.
Yeah.
But, you know, my whole take on this is that, you know, I don't care what happens in the story. As long as I fully understand it,
Bricks would be great about now.
and most importantly agree with it,
Matt.
then I have no problem. What?
What's your take, Nick, so far? Like, how would you feel if
I'm really curious to
to hear Nick's
reaction.
I want to hear Nick's opinion on this.
Can I be honest here? Okay.
Why do I feel like he's
yeah.
gonna say something trolling like I don't give a fuck?
No, I've honestly haven't been listening to you.
Why? Because you don't want any spoilers?
Low-key, yeah, I don't want like something to slip. So I've low-key haven't been listening this whole entire time.
How can this two
I don't know how you.
I don't know. I was on my phone just looking through Instagram. I forgot I was
It's a gift, Christian. It's a gift. You have to
Are you
learn to
gonna,
like tone everything out.
Like sometimes I do.
It's what we have to do. I mean, yeah, I meant tune everything out, not tone. but it's something that we have to do with you all the time.
Very much.
How long are you going to delete social media, Nick?
I only deleted Twitter. I didn't delete it.
How long?
Hey guys, room for
When
one
delete?
more?
I don't know until everybody stops talking about Last of Us.
Oh my, I don't know how you're gonna survive. It's freaking everywhere. Yo, I heard people were spoiling The Last of Us 2 and Ubisoft's live stream. They're announcing the new Assassin's Creed game.
I was gonna say, speaking of Ubisoft, what's your take on the new Assassin's Creed game?
The only thing
my
they showed
God.
was it was a CG trailer.
I don't know.
CG
I
trailer.
enjoy everything that has to do, and I'm a bit biased here, even though I have to admit, the last one where the video that you showed me, and from the gameplay that I've seen, because I haven't played it, but dude, that enemies shooting lasers now, what the hell? I
Because they're
have to
trying
agree,
to
what the
make it
hell?
like Unity. Have y'all played that one?
Honestly, after, like, Black Flag was okay, because
I don't like Black. I
you
dropped
got
Black
to
Flag.
you got
Black
to go
Flag
around.
was actually. I'm not gonna lie. I think.
I got tired of selling in the boat. It was so boring.
Yeah, well, I think
It gets boring to an
I
extent.
personally would say after Black Flag, I think their games, like, it just went downhill, you know. But
We've now
I'm a big
Best ones
fan
will always
of
and
the
still
Viking
be.
era.
told he has minor injuries and is
Best Assassin's Creed will
I don't even
still
know
be
why it'd be
FPS
set in
selection.
Viking era, like
Excuse me, miss. Are you supposed to
hey,
be
like
here?
you're gonna
more than
assassinate people. It just sounds.
You're gonna assassinate the king
which means I
or
have
the
to
Elderman.
time on real stories.
Have
Someone
a hidden
said-
blade as a Viking.
So, have y'all seen Last Kingdom on
The
Netflix?
closer I get, the better chance
No.
we have to stop
No,
them.
well, in my opinion, it's good. If you get a chance, check it out. Better than Game of Thrones.
Officer Davis.
It's set in the
Mary Jane Watson,
Viking
Daily Beagle.
era and
No
just
comment.
yeah, I like it.
I
Well,
don't
someone
believe
said they should name it
These guys are gonna tell
Assassin's
their story
Creed:
with
The
their
Last
weapons.
Kingdom
And they thrive on
because
conflict.
it does kind of give off
So
that
what's your
vibe
end?
of like
I don't have
it
one.
mimics the
I
show
just listen.
a bit. But either way,
Okay.
I'm gonna be
Okay.
honest. I think day one I'm gonna get it just to try it out and see how it is.
Good.
Again, best Assassin's Creed. It will always and still be the Ezio
Two.
collection.
Oh yeah,
Two.
yeah, hands
Oh
down.
yeah, two was the
Head
best.
home and get some
Two
sleep.
was the
Revelations
best.
was not good.
Revelation was alright.
It was better than I'll tell you. Revelations was better than Unity.
Anything's better than Unity.
I'll never forget about that glitch.
With
Face glitch.
oh.
Oh my god.
That was so
Dude,
terrifying.
I hated the story on Unity.
What's
I
Like,
don't know. For
yeah,
it being
okay.
set during the French Revolution, I expected it to be a bit better, in my opinion.
I mean, it's not even a stealth game anymore. That's my main problem with the new Assassin's
I
Creed games.
agree. I have to agree with that.
Not
Like, it's
stealth
not,
games anymore.
and that was the whole point behind Assassin's Creed. Like, you look at Assassin's Creed
Yeah.
1, if you
You
so
know,
much
like
as...
I know there's people like Nick who would just hit and blade random citizens. I remember he did that when he was playing at my house.
I've
He
got
would just
this.
assassinate random citizens.
Oh heck
I'm
yeah.
like, Nick, started this shit. No. Just walk up to the citizen.
Yeah, and then break
All
out,
the guards will chase
break
you down.
fights out, or break out in fights and
I
whatnot.
still drop my weapon. You're able to drop your weapons now.
What?
Like,
Yeah.
in
Oh,
Call-
Added
You're
that-
able
Yeah,
to
but-
do what?
Accidentally picked up from a
Drop your
dumpster outside
weapons.
my
yeah, you're able to drop them now.
hang
Without picking something else up.
Yo.
But going back to The Last of Us 2,
4476.
like, I don't know what what people mean when they say, "Oh my God, they're disrespecting the characters." Disrespect, like how? Because you wanted the story to go to a certain way.
Got it.
Like,
Thanks, Eddie.
what can they do?
Municipal
I'm
Like, what can Naughty
Machinery
Dog
Korean
do?
grand.
What grandiose plot did you expect?
You talking
Like,
about
seriously.
Last of Us?
But I have to
Yeah.
find my Spidey drive. Can't be that hard.
When people say they're disrespecting the character, I could understand that talk if Last of Us was a trilogy, or there was like 5 games, or something like Star Wars,
Or, you know, if something was already
or
kind of set in stone.
or if Last of Us was based off of a book series.
Yeah, and that's what I meant by set in stone.
Or comic series.
Yeah.
But it's
Speaking
an
of
original
comic series,
property.
dude,
There's only they're in the 2nd game, and within the Last of Us universe, like it's a harsh world.
Of course it's locked. Can't have people stealing garbage. Maybe there's another way in.
But yeah,
so, are those people I told you about that are power lifters, or the women that are power lifters?
Yeah. Yeah.
I told you. I told you it was possible.
Yeah. The reason why I thought she was a tranny is because of her hair. Because of how short her hair is.
Are you serious, man?
But that's not a spoiler.
Spoiler! Nick's probably. I think Nick is about to take
Yo,
off his
this guy
headphones.
is a. My God, who uses a freaking shield?
Where is the chance?
My only now there are problematic things that, from what it sounds like, because you see, I like the first Last of Us, so I'm going to give this one the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see if it's good or not. I'm gonna play the game. Unlike most of these dummies. I mean, the game's gonna sell a lot. It's already like #1 on Amazon.
Nada.
In like
Really?
3 different countries.
Time to
Oh
panic.
yeah.
Well, see, that's my thing. Is like everyone's so quick to jump the gun because they
Sorry,
saw
is there
the
any
leaks.
chance
But
the truck wasn't at the garage?
in all honesty,
Sure,
you haven't even played the game yet.
Just means to be somewhere in West.
They don't know
game
the
and
context
see-
of it.
Yeah.
I'm headed there now.
See, and I saw what you
They,
said
they
us
see
about
some.
the Twitter
They see some
posts.
plot points. Huh?
The Twitter posts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Hey, it's a long shot.
Basically about how
what the heck
Before
is
they drop
that?
off.
the leaks have
I'll check
ruined
out
the
the pizza shop.
storyline and all that
Any
stuff.
idea
Like,
which one?
One of the mom and pop joints.
Oh,
Like
Jerry's?
all this, like I don't even know what the real ending
mean,
is.
original
I've heard
Jerry's.
2 or 3 different endings,
Right. No.
and I
Started
believe
with
in one
an
of them,
L, I think.
Larry's?
That's on the east side.
which is the ending that
Leo's.
Leo's.
nobody's talking
Yeah.
about. They're running off with the other one.
Man, I love Leo's.
I'll pick you up a wait, I think I see the trucks. Thanks, Eddie. Should be some trucks close by. Nope.
This
still not
guy
here.
honestly randomly
There has
leaves.
to be another truck around
Ew.
here. No sign of my stuff. What an interesting smell.
Ah, watch out for the bucket!
Eddie, you're my only hope.
But there were things in the leaks
You
that
sure
didn't
they were
feel
around
right
here?
to me. I didn't like the villain's backstory. I'm not a fan of it. That's not a spoiler. I thought there's gonna be a villain in The Last of Us.
oh,
Everybody
there's
should
a
know.
villain? I thought everybody was friends and we hold hands and sing Kumbaya. What the hell?
Why did you tell me there's a villain? Why
Oh
did
my
you...
god.
I'm
I
done.
thought-
That's it. I'll turn up like
99% of
this.
stories
I thought
have
it-
villains
I
and
thought it was
antagonists.
based around a Christian family who doesn't have a villain and there's no antagonist and everything's a perfect world.
And a
What
lot
the
of this
hell, Matt?
outrage that The Last of Us, like the whole Christian cult stuff, nobody should be mad about that.
There's the incinerator. Hope I'm not
Nick,
too
give me
I
one.
should've-
Close your ears.
No, Nick already knows about this. Plus, this was rumored back before the leaks came out.
Oh yeah.
I knew there was gonna be a cult as the new enemy group.
Which low-key, I think that'll make the game more interesting. Not gonna lie.
Well, just like, what's it called?
If you're
How,
buying my kid,
and this is another thing I wanted to talk to you
Like
about
that.
because, like, well, I think we already kind of talked about it the other day about how, like that post
You
that
okay?
just basically said, oh, so it's okay to kill, you know, brown people on the other side of the world in the Middle
I'll keep
East
an eye out.
on Call of
Hey,
Duty,
Mind if I look around
but
for some,
a cult that
personal
just so
items?
happens to be Christian.
Sure, have at it. I
No.
gotta go file an incident report.
And it's in a, as you
There's
said,
something there. Gotta move
a
these
very
bags out of the
harsh
way.
world. You know, that is full of killers and,
What?
let's be honest, probably
You
rapists.
become gay if you're a apocalypse.
Yeah, but see, people are selective with that. I should have heard this outrage with Far Cry 5. In fact, there was controversy with Far Cry 5.
Oh yeah.
The thing is that SJWs were complaining about that. So the anti-SJW on The Last of Us 2,
Prototype.
the anti-SJWs
Why didn't I ever finish it?
were mocking the SJWs for being mad about Far Cry
I can make
5.
this work.
Well, The Last of Us 2 is the opposite. Because they have confirmation biases.
Confidence.
They have political, they're in political tribes. It is so annoying.
Got it.
Look, it's that guy. He's Spiderman.
And almost immature. This whole outrage is immature.
We play Fortnite, Nick? And no.
Yeah.
Like, there was a Reddit post.
Of course,
About,
just because I get on Fortnite, you gotta change game.
Oh my god. There was a Reddit post from a Naughty Dog employee talking about how bad it is at Naughty Dog. There's crunch and all this other stuff. Right?
Yeah.
And everybody was running off with it. All these YouTube channels, oh my god, Naughty Dog's not treating their employees right. Oh my goodness, Naughty Dog. Oh, Neil Cuckman. Yeah.
Okay, well, this night isn't quite
And then
the
like
plan.
2 hours
Where am
later,
I gonna sleep?
Jason Schreier, a known gaming journalist, debunked it, said it was fake,
Yeah.
and that the leaks came from somebody that is not a part of
How am I
Naughty
gonna
Dog
talk my way onto MJ's
or Sony.
couch?
Really?
Did you honestly turn your fingertip off on you?
Hi, MJ.
Avoid
Chance
you.
I could stay over?
From inviting him over and over and over again.
No, it's one of
MJ!
check
it's
the
just in
friends
neighborhood
thing.
and- Oh, that's lame.
Don't say he's on.
Why are you creeping on everybody's
Hey, MJ.
Oh
online
no!
status? What the hell?
Jeez.
You sound like my mother.
Why am I making this such a big deal?
Every time you just
We're just friends, right?
Huh?
Friends crash on each other's
Hurry up and
couches
talk
all
to
the
you, Jeffrey.
time. It's not weird or anything.
I can smell the
gonna
morning.
buy the-
What?
MJ.
What?
Oh, my face.
Anyways,
I'm gonna
I got
buy
it,
The
sir.
Last of Us 1, day 1. I found to order it.
Just got a web alert.
With all this dumbass outrage, I'm gonna
Looks like MJ's story just got published.
I'm gonna buy it.
I think I'll
Just
find
so,
out about
uh,
this day.
I think I'm gonna buy it
She's
and
probably
review
busy.
it.
The game.
and- You know what? I'm gonna.
Just so the game can
I wish Harry was
have good
Crash with him.
sales. A lot of people want this game to fail. They want it to flop on sales.
Yeah.
Can't hide from me
You know what I
forever.
mean? That could flop like. Well, Battlefield 5 wasn't. So a lot.
Why are you cutting out, Matt?
Yeah, you're cutting out just a bit, buddy.
I don't fucking know.
You're kind of out a bunch for me.
Oh,
All I was here. Yeah. Battlefield.
I get that. No,
Pause here.
yeah, and I understood what kind of the bits and pieces. Like I pieced it together, basically that people want it to flop. And what was the part about Battlefield?
Hang on.
Can't hide from me forever, Nick.
The last Battlefield game that came out was called Battlefield 5. It was set in World War II,
Numbers blocked though.
but
Spider. Long time no
when
see.
they announced Battlefield 5,
Come to this address. Catch me.
there was outrage
I think I know
that
that
the
voice.
developers decided to put women in a World War II game. And so people are like, oh, this isn't historically accurate.
It's
Oh
a
my
video
God.
game though. Like it doesn't
Get
necessarily.
women out of my games.
We can't have women in the games. It gives them more power. Ooh.
Yes, it does.
Like,
Women cannot have power.
I didn't understand this outrage. I'm just like,
Yo.
still play as a guy. What's the problem?
We were good together, weren't we? Maybe it's time to...
Everybody was complaining about it. You were like, oh, this is woke. This needs to go broke.
Don't tell me she's
All that
scoping out places
nonsense.
to rob. She promised she would give up that life.
You may be able to play as girl, but
A lot of
I'm
people don't
impressed.
admit, but the reason why Battlefield 5 didn't,
Look at a place.
even though it still sold pretty well, they just investors wanted to sell more than they expected.
She wants me to find something.
Battlefield 5 didn't sell them just because there was a lot of games around the time, like Red Dead, and then I forgot. I think Smash Brothers. Too.
Is he kind of for y'all
Packs
too?
those with range extenders, then harvests nearby RFID
Done
signals.
talking.
I'll let Yuri know to pick it up.
Are you far away from your thing or from your system or no?
He's kind
Too
of.
smart to be putting herself at risk like this. She must be desperate for some reason.
I don't even know what's going on.
You're gonna piss him off.
I'm not trying to, but like, dang. I mean, it happened.
Hey Yuri, you still have
He's
Black
trying.
Cat's suit and equipment in the evidence locker,
Nothing
right?
to throw a hissy fit about. I mean, man, it happened.
Don't
Hey,
piss
mate.
him off.
You're calling late. What's up?
Do I sound better?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you're clear.
right. I'm sorry,
done
I
talking.
forgot.
Comms are clear.
It's been a hard day. We lost funding at
No,
the
but
lab.
No,
back
you
to
still
the
kind of
accurately, historically correct.
I also kind of got
That's
evicted
stupid.
from my
Like,
apartment.
I guarantee you, the shows that these people watch too are not historically correct.
Not
But
really.
you add a woman
I hate to ask,
character to a
any
video
chance you
game,
have
and all
room
of a
at the
sudden,
shelter?
you want to.
Of course.
Yeah.
Get women
Thanks,
out
mate.
of my games.
A lot of these people are just insecure, honestly.
insecure. Insecure.
Every time I see these people complain about women, you know, I just question what kind of relationship they're in.
Or they might not be in one at all.
True.
Because they can't just enjoy life and let things be at times.
When my
Wow, these
grandfather
dudes
was in war, he said there was no war.
While these dudes are on the internet complaining, crying,
The only women back in my
their
day were
bitch is probably
the ones back at base,
dicked
if you
down
know what
by
I mean.
somebody else at somebody else's house. Did I cut out?
No, I heard you.
Is Matt talking?
He was.
Yeah, I was talking.
It's just you kind of a little bit, not a whole lot. But it's fine.
Helps to know there's somebody willing to listen.
Don't tell him that. You're gonna make him mad.
God, Christian, we're trying to keep the peace. You gotta break the peace. Then we're gonna have to break you.
What?
Yeah, you
That
heard
I don't want.
Veteran homelessness is down, but still way too high.
Cool
I
ball.
think my buddy Flash Thompson's doing his best to fix it.
Have you seen the Jeff Bill? Jeff?
No.
Cool ball.
Hope May's
I
couch is
haven't.
comfortable.
I honestly haven't done anything. I've been working, being lazy at the same time.
Speaking of which, what's your schedule? How long are you
Oh
off?
my god. How many times
Just
do we
so
have
we
to
know.
go through this? I've already told you guys my schedule. How many times do I gotta tell you?
Is
again?
it the same every week?
Oh, it's every other week.
Man, was I ever a dork.
I don't know what that means.
And why should you know?
We'll figure it out.
Or even, you know.